Hi everyone, my name is Daniel, and today I'll be going over the Global Power Rankings API that I built. This API was built with API Gateway and AWS Lambda, where each of the Lambdas are running a Python script using the pandas library to perform data manipulations and calculations. For the Global Rankings endpoint, we're querying the data for 2023, and here I'm going to return the top 50 teams. The first team that's returned with rank 1 is Gen G, and we've included some fields, the ELO rating, and the proximity sum and proximity score. Proximity is calculated based on the number of times 3 or more players on a team were within close proximity of each other. This is explained a little more in the methodology write-up that I've included in the submission. For the Team Rankings API, it can be invoked with API Gateway or AWS Lambda. And this is because API Gateway has a 30-second timeout, and since we are running calculations, it may take longer to get those team rankings. So here we're querying for Team Liquid and Cloud9, and this is going over all the data dating back to 2020, all the way up to 2023. So as you can see, the ELO rating for Cloud9 is 1765, and for Team Liquid is 1500. To invoke the Lambda directly, I've included a string of 4 different team IDs, and because this will take a little bit longer, I'm invoking the Lambda directly. For the tournament rankings, has the same thing. There's an API gateway and a Lambda endpoint in case you want to avoid the timeouts. The way that the tournament rankings API works is that the tournament that you put in, it will query for the rankings at the start of the tournament. So when I put in the LCK Summer 2023, it'll actually calculate the rankings for the teams in LCK Summers 2023 using the data from 6 months prior, so that the rankings that you see here will be the rankings that the teams going into the LCK Summer with. So here are all the teams that are going into LCK Summer 2023, and so this data is calculated using LCK Spring 2023. And let's just do a quick spot check of the data. So rank 1 is T1, rank 2 is Gen G, and rank 3 is KT Rolster. So let's just do a quick spot check for LCK Spring. First team is T1, Gen G, and KT Rolster. These are the rankings that these teams will go into LCK Summer 2023 with. Now let's go back to the team rankings. The 4 teams that I ran earlier, this request took about 24 seconds. So the more teams you add, the longer this is going to take.